I still remember the sound of the door closing. Not slamming, not crashing, just closing. Soft, final, like the last breath of something you loved. That was 10 years ago. 10 years since my sister walked out of our house and never looked back. 10 years since I heard her voice. 10 years since I stopped being someone's brother. People ask me sometimes if I miss her. I smile, I nod, I say, yeah, sometimes. But the truth? The truth is, I miss her every single day. I miss her in the mornings when I make tea and accidentally pour 2 cups. I miss her in the silence of family dinners where her chair stays empty. I miss her in old songs we used to sing together, in inside jokes no one else understands, in the weight of guilt I carry like a stone in my chest. Because it was my fault, not hers, mine. And I've lived with that for 10 years. Until yesterday. Yesterday, my phone buzzed at 2:47 a.m., a notification I thought was spam, a voice message from an unknown number. I almost deleted it, but something stopped me. Maybe it was instinct. Maybe it was hope. Maybe it was the universe giving me one last chance. I pressed play, and I heard her voice. After 10 years of silence, after 10 years of wondering if she was alive or dead, happy or broken, I heard her. 3 words, just 3 words. I forgive you. And everything I thought I knew about that night, about why she left, about who was wrong and who was right, shattered. Her name was Alina, 2 years younger than me, smarter, kinder, the kind of person who remembered your birthday even when you forgot hers, the kind who'd wake up early to make breakfast for everyone, who'd stay up late helping me with college assignments, who'd defend me even when I was wrong. We grew up in a small house on the edge of town. Our parents worked long hours, dad at the factory, mom at the school. We didn't have much, but we had each other. Alina was the golden child, not because our parents favored her, but because she earned it. Straight A's, school captain, scholarship offers from 3 universities. Everyone loved her. Teachers, neighbors, friends. And me? I was the opposite. Average grades, no ambition, no plan. I dropped out of college in my 2nd year because I thought I'd figured life out. I thought I was smarter than the system. I thought I could make it on my own terms. I was wrong. By the time I turned 24, I was unemployed, bitter, and angry at the world. I blamed everyone but myself. I blamed the economy, the government, my parents for not supporting my ideas. I blamed Alina for being perfect. Because that's what jealousy does. It blinds you. It makes you see love as competition, success as insult, kindness as pity. Alina tried to help me. She really did. She'd sit with me at night and talk about opportunities, about starting small, about believing in myself. She offered to help me find work. She even gave me half her scholarship money once so I could pay off a debt. But I didn't see it as love. I saw it as charity, and I hated her for it. One night, she came home excited. She'd been accepted into a master's program in another city, full scholarship, accommodation included, a dream opportunity. Our parents were so proud, but I wasn't. I was furious. Why does everything go right for you? I shouted at her that night. Why do you get everything while I get nothing? She looked at me, hurt in her eyes. Because I work for it, she said softly. And you can too. I'll help you. I always will. I don't need your help, I spat. I don't need your pity. It's not pity, it's love. But I didn't hear her. All I heard was my own bitterness. The weeks after that were tense. Alina tried to act normal, but I could see the sadness in her eyes. She'd look at me during meals, hoping I'd say something, hoping I'd apologize. But I didn't. Pride is a prison, and I'd locked myself inside. Our parents noticed. They tried to mediate. Dad pulled me aside one evening. "She's your sister," he said. "She loves you. Why are you doing this?" "I'm not doing anything," I lied. "She's the one leaving." "She's leaving for her future," he said, and you should be happy for her. But I wasn't. I was drowning in my own failures, and watching her succeed felt like drowning deeper. The night before she was supposed to leave, we had a fight. A real one. It started over something small. She asked me to help her pack. I said no. She asked why. I exploded. Because I'm tired of watching you win. I'm tired of being the failure in this family. I'm tired of you being perfect. She shouted back, tears streaming down her face. I'm not perfect. I'm scared. I'm terrified of leaving. I wanted your support, not your jealousy. Then maybe you shouldn't go, I said coldly. She stared at me, hurt, broken. You don't mean that. I do. Silence. Heavy. Suffocating. She wiped her tears and walked to her room. I thought that was the end of it, but I was wrong. The next morning, she was gone. Not just to the other city. Gone. Her bags were still in her room. Her phone was on the bed. Her acceptance letter was torn in half on the floor. And there was a note. One sentence. I can't be the reason you hate yourself. Our parents panicked. They called everyone. Friends, relatives, the police. But no one had seen her. She'd vanished. Days passed. Then weeks. Then months. The guilt ate me alive. I replayed that fight in my head 1,000 times. The look in her eyes, the tears, the way her voice cracked when she said, "You don't mean that." But I had meant it. In that moment, blinded by jealousy and bitterness, I had meant every word. And now she was gone. I searched for her. I really did. I went to the city she was supposed to move to. I contacted her friends. I even hired a private investigator with money I didn't have. Nothing. It was like she'd disappeared from the earth. Our parents aged overnight. Mom stopped smiling. Dad stopped talking. The house became a graveyard of memories. Her empty chair, her untouched room, her photos on the wall staring at us like ghosts. And I became a ghost too. I stopped living. I stopped hoping. I just existed. Because how do you live with the knowledge that you broke someone you loved? Years passed. People stopped asking about her. Life moved on. But I didn't. I carried her absence like a weight in my chest. Every birthday, every festival, every family gathering where her name hung in the air like smoke. I tried to become better. I got a job, a small one at first, then a better one. I worked hard, saved money, sent it to our parents, tried to make up for what I'd done, but no amount of money or success could fill the hole she left. I went to therapy. The therapist asked me to forgive myself. But how could I? How could I forgive myself when I didn't even know if she was alive? At night, I'd lie awake and imagine her somewhere out there, happy maybe, living a new life, or maybe broken, alone, hating me. Both thoughts destroyed me. I wrote letters I never sent, apologies I never spoke, prayers I wasn't sure anyone heard. Please, I'd whisper into the darkness, please let her be okay. But the universe stayed silent. Until yesterday. It was 2:47 a.m. when my phone buzzed. I was half asleep, scrolling through nothing the way insomniacs do. A notification. Voice message from unknown number. I almost ignored it. Spam calls were common. But something told me to listen. Maybe it was instinct. Maybe desperation. I pressed play. Static at first. Then breathing. Soft. Shaky. Then her voice. 10 years older. Quieter. But unmistakably hers. I forgive you. 3 words. That's all she said. And then the message ended. I sat up, heart pounding, hands trembling. I replayed it, again and again. Her voice, after 10 years of silence, after 10 years of wondering. I tried calling back. It rang once, then disconnected. I sent a message. No reply. I didn't sleep that night. I couldn't, because those 3 words changed everything. They told me she was alive. They told me she'd been listening. They told me that somewhere, somehow, she'd heard my apologies, even when I never sent them. But they also told me something else. She'd been carrying Cain, too, and she'd chosen to let it go. The next morning, I received an email from the same unknown number. No subject line, just a message. Meet me at the old park, 4 p.m. today, if you want to. My hands shook as I read it. The old park, the one we used to go to as kids, where we'd race on swings, where she'd teach me to ride a bike, where we'd sit under the big tree and talk about dreams. I didn't hesitate. I drove there 2 hours early and waited. Every minute felt like an eternity. What would I say? What would she say? Would she even show up? At 3:58 p.m., I saw her, walking slowly, wearing a simple blue dress, her hair longer, her face older but still hers. She stopped a few feet away. We stared at each other. 10 years of silence between us. "Hi," she said, softly. "Hi," I whispered, tears already forming. She smiled, a sad, tired smile. "I didn't know if you'd come." "I'd come anywhere," I said, my voice breaking. "I've been looking for you for 10 years. She nodded. "I know." "You know?" "I've been watching," she said quietly. "From a distance. I saw you change. I saw you try. I saw you become the brother I always knew you could be." Tears streamed down my face. "I'm so sorry," I choked out. "I'm so sorry. I was angry, jealous, stupid." "I know," she interrupted gently, "and I forgive you. I forgave you a long time ago." "Then why didn't you come back?" I asked, sobbing now. She looked away, eyes glistening. "Because I needed to forgive myself, too." We sat under the old tree. She told me everything. How she'd left that night not out of anger, but out of love. How she couldn't watch me destroy myself anymore. How she thought her absence might give me space to heal. She told me about the years she spent in a small town, working odd jobs, rebuilding herself. How she went to therapy. How she learned that sometimes loving someone means letting them go. "I wanted to reach out so many times," she said, "but I was scared. Scared you'd still hate me. Scared I'd hurt you more." "I never hated you. I hated myself." She smiled sadly. "I know that now." We talked for hours, about everything, about the pain, the guilt, the growth, the love that never died. As the sun set, she stood up. "Where are you going?" I asked, panicking. "Home," she said. "Home?" She smiled, a real smile this time. "To Mom and Dad, if they'll have me." I laughed through tears. They've been waiting 10 years. That night, we went home together. Our parents cried. We all cried, but they were good tears, healing tears, because sometimes the people we hurt the most are the ones who love us the most, and sometimes the greatest gift we can give someone is forgiveness, not because they deserve it, but because holding on to pain hurts us more than it hurts them. Alina taught me that. She taught me that love isn't about being perfect, it's about choosing each other even when it's hard. She taught me that family isn't just blood, it's forgiveness, it's grace, it's second chances. 10 years ago, I lost my sister because of my pride. Yesterday, I got her back because of her grace. If you're holding on to anger, let it go. If you're carrying guilt, forgive yourself. If you've lost someone you love, reach out, because life is too short and love is too precious.